Fox News banning Trump from network. The New York Times reported Friday that Fox News has not had Donald Trump on its network in over 100 days, which the paper said was part of a larger strategy to eliminate the former president as a major GOP player. Well, that's too bad. It's not going to work. The narcissism of Fox News. Oof. Trump's last appearance on Fox News came April 13th on Sean Hannity's show, which I find incredibly annoying. Cannot watch it. But the Times noted even Trump has complained his longtime friend doesn't seem to be paying him much attention anymore. The paper said Trump believes Fox's strategy of shunning him is an effort in effectively displacing him from the news cycle and as a de facto leader in the Republican Party. Not going to work. The decision to shun Trump has been made at the highest levels of Fox's parent company and is backed by billionaire chairman Rupert Murdoch and his son company CEO Lachlan Murdoch. Both are Republicans, but are said to have developed a strong distaste for Trump. They're not Republicans. They are rich, out-of-touch losers. Earlier this month, the Murdoch-owned newspaper New York Post and the Wall Street Journal published harsh rebukes of Trump's actions regarding January 6th, while strongly opposing a Trump presidential bid in 2024. Well, it doesn't matter, you rich sons of bitches, because we the people want it and we're going to get it. And that's what I love, that these super rich, powerful people can't do a damn thing about it. That is the best thing about Trump, that no other candidate, not DeSantis, not anybody else can bring. Just... Just to see their faces, like people like Murdoch and people, the rhinos, the left-wingers. It's going to be beautiful. The Times said Trump's failure to accept the 2020 election was a root of Murdoch's criticism of the former president, a view shared by the Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is an old turtle. Nobody cares about him. Trump has not hidden his new distaste for Fox News. Shortly after his loss to Joe Biden, I don't agree with that word, Trump blamed the network's negative coverage of his presidential 2020 election loss. Well, it certainly didn't help all the negativity. Left wings hate him. Right wings hate him. But we the people love them. And this week, Trump blasted Fox and Friends on his True Social account for being terrible and having, quote-unquote, gone to the dark side. Trump suggested his former House Speaker Paul Ryan, sitting on the Fox News board of directors, is behind the shadow banning of Trump. It's probably true. Meanwhile, the Times said Fox has sought to displace Trump with other GOP contenders like Ron DeSantis. A recent Fox News .com report featured a man-on-the-street video with Trump supporters, quote-unquote, who did not want him to run and backed DeSantis. Yeah, I think this is a whole ploy. I mean, we're seeing DeSantis this, DeSantis that, coming from so many like right-wing players like Elon Musk and Joe Rogan. Also, Joe Rogan wanted Michelle Obama. It's weird, the push. It's like super strong. I think there's definitely a play from the Never Trumpers to like, look, we can't beat Trump. What do we do? And they're like, we need somebody else to kind of take people away from the MAGA movement. And they're like, DeSantis, he's probably the best we're going to get. He's kind of, he's a politician like we like, but he also has some good policies like Trump does. So we kind of get the best of both worlds. I don't think it's going to work. I mean, the poll show it's not going to work. I spent 11 years at Fox, and I know nothing pre-taped hits a Fox screen that hasn't been signed off and sanctioned at the very top levels of management, especially when it has to do with the presidential election, Newsmax host Eric Bolling said in a monologue this week. Dick Morris, a former Fox News analyst who is currently with Newsmax, said the Times report should not surprise anyone. It certainly doesn't surprise me, who's been watching Fox. Lachlan Murdoch and the network's leadership want Fox to be like CNN, Morris said. The Fox ban of Trump is a politically motivated decision not based on news value because Trump completely dominates the Republican Party and is still the biggest newsmaker in politics, Morris added. Yeah, like I said, we the people want him. The establishment does not, which makes me love him even more. Recent polls show Trump crushing all potential opponents in a Republican primary. A recent Harvard poll had Trump polling at 56% of the vote. This is the vote I was talking about in another video, which is the lowest I've seen. And still, it's the lowest I've seen, but still wrecking everybody else, 56%, against a field of 7 GOP rivals, including DeSantis at 16%. Nobody else can win. It has to be Trump. And we're going to lose unless people get off their high horse and back Trump. Drop the whole DeSantis thing. Drop everything else. I love DeSantis. I think he's great. I think he's going to be the leader of the GOP party. But it's not now. Now's not his time. And if people, Republicans just need to stop being so stubborn and get off their high horse and just back Trump fully 100% going into the strong. We can't hold anything back, full steam ahead. We got to give this everything we have, or we are going to lose. Morris is out with a new book, The Return, Trump's Big 2024 Comeback, that argues Trump will easily win the upcoming Republican primary, but is the only GOP candidate who can win against the Democrats in 2024. There's a reason millions of former Fox viewers are watching Newsmax now, Morris said. They cover real news, including the former, future president. I agree. I mean, people really shouldn't be surprised about this at all. I mean, we've heard it when they called the election super early for Arizona, with only a few percent in. They banned mention of any election talk whatsoever. They banned anybody talking about 2,000 mules. They even recently they showed Pence's speech, but then it showed Trump's speech, which, by the way, was one of Trump's best speeches. I highly recommend you go look that up on Rumble. His America First speech in Washington, D.C. was fantastic. And it's we the people that are going to win this election, and people like Murdoch can go shove it. And that's what I love, to just face them up, because I can't stand people like that, the super rich, out-of-touch establishment who think they speak for all of us. And they're going to lose, and I'm going to laugh when it happens, because I cannot wait. So let me know in the comments, are you backing Trump? Are you willing to get off your high horse and just accept this is the way it's going to be, or we are going to lose? Let me know what you think of Fox News. Do you still watch them? Are you still going to give them one more shot? If you already stopped watching them, when was it? And who do you watch now? I would love to hear. Do you guys watch Newsmax now? OAN? What could it be? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you guys want to support the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. It does help a lot. Totally free to do. I know it's kind of annoying. Sometimes you got to make a new account and all that. And it's a little bothersome, but I do appreciate you guys. I really mean that sincerely. Thank you so much. You can check my social media out in the description below. True Social, all that stuff, to follow me over there. And I will see you guys next time. God bless. Peace.